Monday, it's not Tuesday, it's not Wednesday, Thursday, but it's Friday. Come on, Friday. Come on, Friday. Come on, Friday. Come on, It's not Monday, it's not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it is Friday. What up, Friday? What's up, y'all? Yeah, I mustered that maybe because I am so tired. I am so, I worked myself to the bone today, baby. I did it all. I did it all. Even my man. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, yeah. But no, I did it all. But no, I did it all. No, I did a lot today. I went to the gym. Went to the grocery store. Going to Walmart is so much in itself. Then I'm getting this house ready for a showing this weekend. So I was cleaning. I made chili. So I can get my cooking out the way so my house don't smell like food. You know, you don't want to be viewing somebody's house and it all smell like food, even though I wouldn't be opposed to it. But, you know, I got to cook for my family, so I did that. I did everything. All I didn't do yet is wash my hair, but that'll come. But no, I was working like... The craziest part is I did like 60 minutes of cardio today, knowing that I was going to still go to the store and still come home and clean my house. Because once you start cleaning your house, once that mop water come out, I brought a new mop today too. So that's like, you know, let me turn this music down because I'm all like talking all the way up. But I bought a new mop today too, more cleaning stuff. So that just compels me to like clean even more. But now I'm getting this puppy ready to sell. I'm getting this puppy ready to sell so I can get up out of this hell. You feel me? Nah, yeah, I'm ready to go, y'all. I'm ready to go. But, just getting ready for that. And like I said, it was so busy today. Thank goodness I did make my chili. I had the keto version, where that means I just didn't have no beans, but I still had me some chili, maybe a little low-carb chili burrito joint. It was all good. Like, keto is you get bored of eating the same thing for breakfast is where I'm starting to struggle at, because I'm kind of getting tired of eggs. This morning I had like eggs and bacon, which I love that, but some days I just don't want any eggs, so I need to come up with something else to eat in the mornings when I'm kind of like over it. And I could drink a protein shake, but that's just, I ain't trying to do that yet. That'll be like the downward stretch of what I do. But yeah, y'all, that's what I had going on. I really did not get to watch the news or look at the news that much. I mean, I glanced at it throughout the day because I try to before I talk to y'all so I can know what stories to avoid. But old Joe had his State of the Union tonight. Let's see what the 5 takeaways were. Confronting Trump and the GOP about January 6th. A sharper message on legalizing abortion. A confrontation with Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene. So I guess she was shouting during the thing. She yelled, Laken Riley. Laken Riley was somebody that was murdered by a conservative pushing for, and so she's a 22-year-old woman who was killed while jogging. And so Biden called her an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal, a term generally avoided by Democrats, and told Republicans to pass the bipartisan border security bill to resolve it. He said they're blocking it on orders from Trump to deny a political win. Unfortunately, he said politics have derailed this bill so far. Biden shows a populist side and jokes about his age. No billionaire should pay a lower tax rate than a teacher or a sanitation worker, Biden says, as Democrats broke out into applause and Republicans barely reacted, many of them looking bored and staring at their phones. He also accused Republicans of wanting to cut Social Security, which prompted a few shouts and boos. My friends on the other side of the aisle want to block Social Security and put it on chopping block. If anyone here tries to cut Social Security, Medicare rates, retirement age, I will stop you. I love how Congress could be on their phones when their leaders talking. No other place can you work and like be all up on your phone while your boss is talking but Congress. Maybe I need to run for Congress so I can get up there and do whatever I want. Biden walks the line on Israel and Gaza. He said Israel has an added burden because Hamas hides and operates among civilian population like cowards. Under hospitals, daycare centers, and all alike, there's also as a fundamental responsibility, though, to protect innocent civilians in Gaza. He said 30,000 Palestinians have been killed, most of whom are not Hamas. He said, adding that they're ministers, women and children, girls and boys, while many are without food or medicine. It's heartbreaking. Okay. So those were his takeaways. So this was something my little sweet son said to me. He was like, and kids are so cute even though he's not technically a kid, but he'll always be my baby. But he was like, Mom, sorry for a dark question, but he was like, what do you do when your favorite celebrity dies? And I was like, well, I mean, they lived a good life, And I was like, who is it? And he said this dude that created Dragon Ball Z, Akira Toriyama. And so, yeah, I seen that dude. I mean, he was 68. He lived a good life. He was a rich man. I said, he's got some art for you, to cherish, but I just thought it was so cute that he's lost somebody. Oh, he's getting older. I lost Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Betty White. Like, the list is endless, of celebrities that I really was fond of. And don't even talk about when they started changing the voices of my favorite cartoon characters because they died. Trump cannot delay his enforcement of an $83.3 million verdict in the E. Jean Carroll case. Pennsylvania man who bought and sold human body parts, including brains and fetuses, sentenced to probation. Don't worry, he'll be back in. Look at this dude. Parent finds a Chick-fil-A owner inside home with a teen he sexually assaulted, cop says. An Ohio man is behind bars after officials say he traveled across states to meet and sexually assault a teenager. Stacey Austin, 49, drove 400 miles to Ohio from Ohio to North Carolina to meet this little 15-year-old girl. The parent called 911 after he came home and found Austin inside his house. Investigators found out Austin had been communicating with the juvenile through social media and planned to pick the child up. Authorities said while at the teen's home, Austin performed sexual activities with them. Investigators said they found Austin's underwear in a trash can inside the bathroom along with some of the juvenile's clothing. When they questioned Austin, he admitted to engaging in sex acts with the juvenile. Austin told investigators he was worried about losing his job as a Chick-fil-A owner. Oh, he owned Chick-fil-A. Yikes. They about to get money and paid. Austin's LinkedIn profile says he has been a Chick-fil-A franchise owner in St. Clairsville, Ohio for over 4 years. I was wondering why they brung Chick-fil-A up. I'm like, if he's just an employee, why y'all bring Chick-fil-A up? But he owns a Chick-fil-A. You dead. You dead. Gotta read it like that because I was using proper grammar. A woman marched her friend into an alley at gunpoint and executed her, then claimed it was self-defense. Alicia Dakota and the police on the scene were allegedly shot and killed. A 33-year-old woman in Washington has been arrested for cold-blooded execution of one of her friends, allegedly leading the other woman into a back alley at gunpoint, repeatedly taunting her before shooting her multiple times. Rikisha D. Overton was taken into custody on Sunday and charged with one count of first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm and secondary assault with a deadly weapon for slaying Alicia. According to news from the Seattle Police Department, around 1:10 a.m., responded to an emergency call regarding shots being fired inside of a building Upon arriving, first responders said they found a female victim in her 20s or 30s suffering from what appears to be multiple gunshot wounds. Emergency medical personnel attempted life-saving measures on the victim, later identified as Dakota, but were unable to resuscitate her. So I'm assuming they saw a video. Yeah, there was a stairway video where captures the moment in which the defendant, still armed with a firearm, stops halfway up the stairs and changes course to head directly back through the door in which she just came back to where she left the victim. The charging document states, standing over the victim, the defendant taunts her, stating, "Say I won't," in essence daring the victim to question whether the defendant will in fact use the very gun she's been holding over the victim against her. It's at this moment that the defendant shoots the victim multiple times, aiming the final shot into the back of her head. After allegedly shooting the victim, she reportedly continued to pull the trigger several times while she was lying on the ground. She said, "You dead, B, you dead." She then proceeded to kick her at least 5 times before a crowd of witnesses intervened. Yeah, you on a jail. Then she said she's not even dead, the suspect allegedly said at one point. Later, she told police, "I don't care if you give me life. I just want to go to Alicia's funeral." Dang. While the nature of the relationship between Overton was not specific, they confirmed the two were friends on Facebook. If that's how Facebook friends are, don't give me none of them. Another parent killed their baby. New dad beats baby to death while mom works in Florida. 4-month-old baby left with her dad while her mom was at work, rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. Now her dad is accused of manslaughter. Jacob Kabai, 22, was with his daughter Willow, the baby's mom, Kabai's wife, on February 22nd when they dropped the mother off at work. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judge said at March 6, Kabai brought the baby, who they called Strawberry, back to their home in Barlow, and he told deputies he started cooking dinner. Soon after, he realized he was missing an ingredient and told investigators he took Strawberry with him to Walmart to get some chicken broth. When investigators later looked at the security tapes from Walmart, they saw that Kabai was alone and had left the baby at their home while shopping. We watch him shop when he comes to the line for self-checkout with no baby. Kabai told investigators when he got home, Strawberry was fine and he fed her and checked on her every 2 minutes, according to Sheriff. Kabai told investigators that about an hour later, Strawberry was unresponsive when he checked on her and that he tried CPR before bringing her to the hospital. Doctors at the hospital noticed the baby had significant injuries. The sheriff said the little girl died 2 days later, and he said they discovered that night that the baby had a skull fracture, that the child had multiple impact bruises to her forehead, that the baby had 10 ribs fractured, that she had a hemorrhage in her spine, that she had multiple layers of brain bleeds. Still, the baby fought for her life and lived for 2 more days before she died. The injuries to her forehead were caused by a minimum of 10 blows. Wow. Judge said Kabai started saying things like, "None of this is real. My wife's not real. My baby's not real." But now you're trying to play dumb. But you was in there cooking chicken broth. Death investigations can often take many months before they're complete. In this case, injuries of this beautiful baby girl were so severe that it left no doubt that she was killed. His own child. J.K. Rowling reported to police by a trans activist, India Willoughby, for misgendering. J.K. Rowling be going through it with them people. Let's see what's going on. Server calls out customers who let their children order.
That you
basically she's saying, like, don't let your kids order. I mean, I get both sides. You're trying to teach your kid to be assertive, and then, you know, that happens. But, yeah. If it's busy, don't let the kid order. If it's slow, let them order. Lady said, why people... all door dashes, I don't think it's just men that don't leave your food at the door. Sometimes women ring your doorbell when you say no contact delivery. This is crazy. So, I guess this lady's car got repoed while she was trying to get a new car in the back. I think the dude called somebody. She only had a 447 credit score. You can still possibly get a car with a 447. Listen, I've been working hard on my good credit, but I'm telling you, y'all giving out cars with 447 credit score? So, this Love is Blind season finale aired, and it was a mess and a half. Let's see. Are they gonna play it? No, they ain't gonna play it. I'll play it one day. I'm not about to talk about that tonight. I'm too tired. But it was a mess. It was a whole mess. Nothing worth playing any more videos on that. Let's see what else we got. The Jersey Shore is still having fake fights. I don't believe nothing real on that Jersey Shore stuff. Tom Brady balled the team over Deflategate. Y'all still talking about Tom Brady? Ain't he retired? A tire flies off a Boeing jet, smashes in a car. Dang, they about to get paid. I mean, the people live, thank God. Dang, another porn star Emily Willis in a coma amid hospitalization, fan preparing for the worst. What's up with all these porn stars going downhill, man? So Lupita and Joshua Jackson was getting all comfy in Mexico. Joshua clearly loves him an African queen, clearly. I just hope that he didn't cheat on his wife with Lupita. Let's see. Brittany Mahomes is back in action, powers through her injury while on vacation in Mexico. She said her back is fractured, but it ain't hurting too bad if she walking on that sand, because sand is hard to walk on. Kansas City Chiefs frostbitten fans and the amputations. Yeah, a lot of the fans that went to that really cold game when it was like freezing outside pretty much need to have their fingers and stuff amputated than their toes, because the doctors, after several treatments, they cannot save them. Lindsay Lohan is back in the spotlight with her new movie. She's going to do another Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis. Oprah Winfrey is going to talk about her weight loss drug impact in an upcoming TV special. Is Oprah getting like a deal with Ozempic now? Students are licking toes. This is the old story. The Oscars are starting. They're getting their red carpet rolled out. Giselle is crying about the divorce with her and Tom Brady. I guess these two have been bored and they haven't been in a spotlight, so they're like, it's time to talk about this stuff again. Mike Tyson is going to be fighting Jake Paul on Netflix in July. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a fake fight, right? Mike Tyson not really about to box this man. Bring back real boxing, man. Do it for the culture. Alright. Most of the stuff we've already covered. So, what do we want to do? I seen a Dear Abby that might be worth reading. It was like one of them. We'll read one of them. I had it on here. Alright, here we go. Dear Abby, I discovered my daughter and son-in-law's sexual secret, and I'm horrified. My daughter and her husband have been together for 10 years, married for 3. They have a 1-year-old daughter. I've just learned that they're getting a divorce. My son-in-law is very controlling as well as verbally and emotionally abusive. He yells, swears, slams doors over the littlest thing. It has been going on for the past couple of years. My daughter deserves to be happy, and she doesn't want to raise my granddaughter in that environment. However, she just confided in me that they have been in an open marriage for the last 3 months. Both have other people in their lives. I'm having a hard time processing this. I come from a generation where that kind of thing is morally wrong, and I'm heartbroken at the whole thing. I love my daughter and I want to support her, but if I don't, I risk losing her, my granddaughter, forever. How can I cope? She said, Dear lady, your daughter-in-law, son-in-law's marriage will soon be over. Hallelujah. While you may not approve of your daughter's sexual activity, she's an adult and has a right to live her life as she sees fit. She may have been pressured into trying it. You never know, since her husband was a jerk. The Bible says, judge not, lest you be judged. I strongly recommend you try to remember that and follow that to dictate if you want to continue a relationship with your daughter and your grandchild. She may need all of the emotional support she can get. Yeah, lady, I mean, she's whatever with this marriage. It's over with. She's gonna need therapy anyway. That guy's just a rebound for her. But yeah, just support her through this. Don't judge the poor girl. She's already getting a divorce. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. Monique are still not gonna make up. Denzel and Jake Gyllenhaal are going to go to Broadway to perform Shakespeare Othello. My lips are burning from spraying oven cleaner with no gloves. You know, that was really wild today. No gloves. I was just out here. Making it do what it do. Let's see here. Just kind of, every time I come here, these videos are kind of trash. Yeah. Family gets mad after a woman takes her items back from a deceased man's casket. She was like, that ain't going in the ground with him. Alright, let's see what's in the Reddit world. The videos is kind of lame. Women, what is something that immediately kills your interest in men? Definitely hygiene. You got bad hygiene, I can't rock with you, period. Period, point blank. Interrupting me frequently or only talking about himself or his ex. Show off, disrespect, mean. Being sexual right off the bat, talking over me, being rude to service industry people. Trying to sell his moral character to me, talking about how loyal he is or what a great dad he is. Now all his friends turn to him if they ever need help. Then has literally nothing nice to say about anyone in his life putting down. So this is funny because now I'm going to talk about Love is Blind. So the couple that broke up in there, that the dude that swore, all these people come on this show knowing they're got to get married after this experiment or whatever. This dude, he got with his girl and he had quoted a Bible verse, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And all this, ready for marriage. Then it come to marriage, he said he wouldn't be responsible to get married because he's not ready. Why did you come on the show? So to me, nowadays, for some reason, reading Bible verses has become red flag behavior. Because if you come off overly religious, it's almost like the new red flag. Because that made me think about this when they said trying to sell moral character. When you try to have this moral high ground, red flag to me. Overly aggressive guys who try to pick fights with other guys when they don't express genuine interest in you as a person regularly in a way that forms secure attachment. If you could telepathically say something to all 8 billion people on Earth, what would you say? I'd say we all die in the end, so freaking get over yourself. Like, stop being jerks. That's what I would say. And God is love, Red Run. I would say that too. You're the chosen one, don't tell the others. I would just scream, no language barrier, but scream. I know what you do when no one's watching. I would count down from 1,000. The resulting hour or so of absolute chaos and panic would be hilarious as I get closer and closer to 0. God counting in our heads reaches 542. What are we going to do? Game save successfully. Wake up. Don't do it. Could save some lives. Could stop some petty crime. Could prevent a perfectly good wedding from happening. Who knows? Be excellent to each other. Great job, guys. You scared Jesus so bad the last time that he doesn't want to go down here again. Good luck. That would be crazy. Hello, world. The simulation will be down for maintenance on April 12th. We apologize for inconvenience. Show me what you got. Dear planet Earth, this is God, and I'm disappointed in your behavior towards each other. You have until the 25th of December this year to get your stuff together and resolve all conflicts and abolish poverty, etc. If you do not meet these goals, your planet will be destroyed. That is all. Sounds doable. I wonder if everybody could be on the same page. You know, I think most people would go crazy. Like, did you hear that too? Man, what kind of non-physical traits do you find attractive in women? Kindness, such an attractive feature. Enthusiasm, I love a girl who's passionate about going to see a movie, do a hobby, listening to something. Passion is so attractive. Says shows clearly what she wants and needs. None of that hint dropping BS. Quick-witted, kindness, and subtle flirtatiousness. The ability to disconnect and truly enjoy experience. No need for aesthetics or whatnot. No need to blog or post about it. No need for the perfect photo. Just enjoy, delve into whatever we're doing. Intelligence, humor, and sarcasm. Confidence, maturity, humor, compassion, and kindness. There you go, ladies. What's a piece of advice you received that initially seemed strange but turned out to be remarkably insightful? This is not mine, but something I read somewhere. But essentially, a girl was practicing archery and kept messing up, and the instructor told her, "You're failing because you're too focused on the target and not your own actions." She proceeded to say that it was the best life advice she had ever gotten. Progress, not perfection, helped a lot. I like trust but verify. Like, make sure it's true. Also, like, I can neither confirm or deny. That's the perfect one. We as humans tend to pick up habits of the people we hang out with, so surround yourself with people whose habits you actually want to emulate. True. Everyone is either going through a storm, coming out of a storm, or preparing to enter a storm. That is the cycle of life until you die. Ask anyways. Don't be afraid of asking stupid questions. That is probably the best advice. If you don't understand something, just ask. Somebody might be mad you asked, but somebody might be happy you asked. Some people need to be excluded from social plans, even if it makes you feel like a bad person. Yeah, if you know somebody has a negative attitude, like, don't even bring them. Like, for me, if I know I'm in a bad mood, I just stay home. When you move, the first thing you set up is your bedroom. When everything else is chaos, you're exhausted from moving boxes all day, you have a place to crash that is ready for you. That's smart advice. What is something you were shocked about when you started having sex? It's probably that I actually could get pregnant. I thought I had a method that I could. The first time was so underwhelming, and it wasn't fun as if it was described in smut and such. I wanted to try again more because I was curious why people would even like it. It's really a skill to learn. Also, that every person works a bit differently when you have sex with others the first time. I think most are surprised how close a vagina opening is to the butthole. Chest farts. Going missionary in both chests rubbing together and make daring noises. Chest farts? Never heard of that one. Are y'all both flat-chested? That I could be made to orgasm without any control over it. My first sexual experience was given a BJ, and it was shocking to find out that up close, most guys are bigger than I thought. 5 inches looks small from afar, but when I'm eye level, it seems to cover my entire face. Some dude said I needed to hear this. How much cleanup is involved afterwards. Movies and TV definitely don't show that part. I get sick of them people. They just get up, throw their clothes on, and leave. Nobody's going to pee. Nobody's washing private parts. Nobody's brushing their teeth. It's just, yeah, I'll be back. Like, you just gonna put on your clothes? How my man never cares about how I look, whether it's morning or I just finished my night routine. He still looks at me like he's doing it with Megan Fox or so. It's so sweet of him. I don't know if this counts, but before losing my virginity, I was really also excited to finally do it because I felt excluded. My closest friends had already had sex. I had my first time when I was 21. When I finally did it, I was like, oh wow, this really didn't add anything in my life. It's just sex, and I feel the same as I felt before. I really thought I would feel like I won the lottery, which I know it's stupid, but I know a lot of people feel rushed to lose their virginity to feel included. I agree with this. Like, I always ask young people, like, why do you want to have sex? This is really not that exciting. It's not. I mean, especially when you're young, you have no idea what you're doing. You're just doing it to be doing something. Yeah. Sex is like, when you're young, for me anyway, sex was not nothing exciting at all. Nobody prepared me for the amount of push-ups I be doing. Very tiring. I found out that your junk may not work as well as it's supposed to when you're alone. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff in this. Let's go to Am I the A-hole? Am I the a-hole for not caring about my wife's affairs? My 29 male wife, I'm 29, my wife's 29. And she's been having an affair for 2 years, and I've been aware of it pretty much the whole time. We've been together 7 years and married for 5. We don't have kids. I've been work from home since COVID. For the last 3+ years, she has been a secretary in a large office building. Now, I'm not going to pretend like we had the perfect marriage 2 years ago and that I can't believe she would do this. I was totally complacent in my life and really wasn't putting much effort into a relationship at all. That doesn't excuse what she did. She had her own issues with intimacy and communication that led us to where we are now. I just wanted to clear I'm no saint in all this. I totally understand we were basically roommates that on rare occasions had sex. Well, I found out right away when the EA started. I've got all of everything logged into every device we have, including my work computer. I mean, synced email, text, yada yada. So I'm basically reading her affair regularly, including when it became public about 4 weeks in. The part that told me this was over, though, was I felt nothing about this. I was totally indifferent, maybe a little embarrassed at worst. When the PA started 2 years ago, I recognized this marriage was dead and that I should just divorce, mostly because I felt nothing. Started looking into lawyers and figured we could just do this the easy way. I guess he's saying EA that I don't know. Well, it's because this is like a long book. 2 days ago, I noticed she was having frequent and long conversations with one of her close friends. I asked my wife about it, and it turns out his friend's husband got caught having an affair. My wife has been comforting her. This would not have been a big deal, but my wife then started bashing the husband for cheating. I didn't know why I said it, but it came out. You're one to judge. She got super defensive and pressing me for why I said that. I initially tried to apologize and move on, but she wasn't letting up. And eventually spit I've known about her affair the whole time. She tried to play dumb, which annoyed me, so I started citing specifics. She then got really mad at me, started crying and accusing me of not caring about her. Wow, she's flipped that on you. I got mad and started yelling at her because she's the one having an affair. Yesterday morning, she got up extra early and went to work before I got up. I turned back into their messages and she had broken up with her dude. He was messaging her constantly on every app and she was blocking him. She came home early. I went to talk to her and she stopped me and looked at me and said, how I could let this go on? I replied because I just didn't care. She then called me a huge a-hole and locked herself in the bathroom until she left for work. She got home tonight and said nothing to me and locked herself in again. I can't even imagine. I mean, your wife is crazy. And at this point, you just really had a roommate. But she been playing herself, and the fact that you knew the whole time and didn't care, now she just feel like a dummy. Some of these are weird. Am I the a-hole for calling the police on my in-laws? I'm 22, my wife's 23, and we've been dating since high school. We got married last November. We normally keep to ourselves and our families, but the other day, all changed. My wife and her sisters were estranged for most of their life and only reconnected last year. So I tried my hardest to help with whatever and do what I can for my new sister-in-laws. Unfortunately, that all changed a few days ago when they decided to cancel my wife's birthday plans. We didn't care at all since we enjoy each other's companies, but her sister said that we didn't care about them since we didn't beg them to come. I have siblings of my own, so I'm aware that they have arguments from time to time, and I decided I would stay out of it. And they made up, but weren't completely on speaking terms. That wasn't until my wife made the mistake of buying a new shampoo, which caused her to have severe allergic reaction that had us in the hospital all night. Her family was concerned, so she posted she was fine and not to worry. This caused sisters to go berserk, saying that we were fake and bringing up birthday situation again. And while she was still in the hospital bed, doctors checking on us every 5 minutes to make sure she's not dying because her heart rate was spiking. The argument continues until the next day, where I got involved and telling them that they're weird for even continuing such childish argument while she was quite literally on her deathbed. This caused the sisters to once again get mad and saying that they did nothing wrong and they were sending their husbands to come fight me shortly after they were banging the door. If I was still in high school, I would accept it the challenge, no hesitation, but my wife calmed me down and we decided to just call the police instead. After the police sent them away, we were told by multiple people from her side of the family that we were dead to them and we had taken it too far by calling the police. Yeah, y'all should have just stayed estranged for them people, because them people is crazy. A lot of people say not the a-hole. If they don't want to be arrested and potentially lose custody of their kids, they shouldn't threaten people. Yeah, stay estranged from them. It is, this is something. Am I the a-hole for supporting my son after he got beat up? I have a 6-year-old son with my ex. He's always been big for his age and found he could easily intimidate other kids by his size. I tried to teach him not to do that. My ex always defended him. I told her if we do not correct him, he's going to be a bully, and then one day he's going to meet someone bigger than him with some in place. It finally happened. He started picking on another kid after school. The older brother dropped him, knocked him out. His friends took him home. My ex rang me up and told me what happened and said she wanted me to go deal with the brother. I just laughed and said, "You want me to threaten a minor?" She got mad and said, "I have to be there for my son since he's hurting." I said, "Yeah, he's butthurt, but he will get over it." No, you're not the a-hole. I tell people all the time, one day you're going to write a check your butt can't cash, so you should not pick on people because you just never know. You just never know. Alright, I'm trying to see. Some of these are stupid. Yeah, I think I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. Because these things so long and I can't keep reading all day. Because I stress myself too much today doing chores. I ain't got no more energy in the tank, but I got money in the bank. Hey, it's Friday. It's your day. It's my day. Be blessed always. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Try to get some rest. I need to try to get some rest. Y'all stay up, you know? It's all good. Y'all be sweet.